Hi guys, welcome to Sew It Yourself. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the Smart Look dress. I hope you enjoy, but most importantly I hope you have some fun. Okay, so first to start with guys, I want you to just lay out the sheet that you have. And I want the hem, which is the part that has the material folded over and sewn, I want that to be your end, because that's going to be the top of your dress today. Okay, so the measurements I have for this dress may vary for you. I'm quite a short person, you may be very tall, you might want your dress longer, you might want your dress shorter, completely up to you. So for lengthwise, I have 32 inches. 30 inches, sorry. 30. This to you may look very short, it may look too long. It all is about design preference. Please make your own decisions. I am a short person, so my dresses are often always shorter than everyone else's. Now, for lengthwise, I do have 48 inches. This will look very big to you, but this is because it is going to have elastic in it. We want it to be gathered, we don't want it to be too tight with the gathering. So I have 30 by 48. Again, completely up to you. And now I'm just going to measure this out. Okay, so we are all measured out. My markings are on my fabric. I'm just going to cut these out now. Okay, so that's all been cut out. Remove all the fabric that you don't need. You don't want it in your way. And here is the fabric that we do need. Nice rectangular shape. Okay, so first things first is we are going to measure out where to put the waistband in. This is our first challenge. I have a measurement of 7 inches, but this is because I have measured myself. You all need to measure yourself. It is from where you want the dress to come to start, just under your bust. As you all have different size busts, this may vary, but mine is 7 inches. So from the top of my fabric, I'm going to measure out 7 inches all the way along the fabric like that, and then we're going to mark it out and we're going to use this to put the elastic in. Okay, so now we have our markings on our fabric. It is just a guide as to where the elastic is going to go. We're not going to pin it, because as we're sewing, we're going to be stretching this elastic. You're going to pull it as hard as you can, so when we are finished sewing it will all just gather back up, okay? It can be quite tricky, just go slow and gentle with it. I am using the markings on the fabric at the top of my elastic. It's up to you, depending on how far low down you've measured. This is completely up to you. We just want one running stitch along the elastic. But first of all, before we start pulling, we want to do a forward, backward, forward stitch, okay? And then we can start pulling. As you can see, I am pulling whilst sewing. Okay, so if we just want to keep going with that. just want to chop the end of the elastic off now. Now is the time to put in our zip. This can get very tricky, I know. I don't know if any of you have ever put a zip in before. Maybe you all have different ways of doing it. Maybe your way is easier than mine. If it is, let me know. But this is the way that I know, and I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible for you. Okay, so if you just take the part of the zip, this part, this side, and we'd like to take the top. We don't want all of this in the dress. So if you just take the top, we just fold it to the left. So we're going backwards and then left. Backwards and then left. Okay? So first of all, we just hold that like that. This is the left part of the zip, so it's going on the left side of the dress. Okay? We need to put it on so the zip is not facing the same way as the raw edge, because then when it gets sewn it turns outwards. Okay, so we want the teeth facing left on the left side of the dress, like so. The bit that you folded over, we want to have that quite far down, because the tunnel that you make to pop your elastic around the top has to go over it, okay? And then once it gets folded backwards, it will all come out like that. Don't know if you can see that. Nice and neat, and that's all hidden. Okay, so, want to see that again? This is the outside of your dress, this is the good side. We want to pop your zip onto the front with your teeth facing left. And we just want to fold the fabric overwards. Okay? And if you just pin that in place, and then we need to sew along all the way down the zip. And then when it gets folded backwards, the zip will be on the outside. When sewing the zip, please do use a zip foot. You will not be able to sew without one, as the teeth will get in the way of the foot and then you don't want to break your machine. So please do use a foot zip. Okay, so we're just going to sew all the way down now. Again, please do take your time. Again, forwards, backwards, forwards. As you get towards the bit with the actual zip on it, if you just lift your foot up, pull the zip up past where you're sewing, pop your zip back down, and then you'll be able to sew around it. And then if we just, so we've got this bit here sticking out, if we just pull that through, it's all the way up to the top. The tunnel is ready to put the elastic into. It's nice and neat on the other side too. The zip will need a top stitch running all the way down top of the fabric to hold it in place. Again, please, please, please use the same colour as the fabric, otherwise it will just stand out like a sore thumb. So I'm just going to do that now. Now we just have to repeat the whole same procedure again with the other side. So we're moving on to the right hand side now. With the right hand piece of the zip, I'm going to show you how to fold it again. So the right hand piece should go like this with the teeth on the left hand side. That's how it will be placed on the dress. So this time we're taking the top piece backwards and right. Okay, so the last time we took it backwards and left, this time we're taking it backwards and bend it to the right. So we get a nice right angle there. Just going to show you how to pop it onto the material again. Right side of the dress, so this side will be coming like this. Yeah. We just want to place it on there whereabouts we want it, but we also want to make sure you've got enough room for your tunnel, like previously stated. The teeth should be facing to the right, the wrong way, I know. That's how it should be. And then again, you're just going to sew all the way down again. Okay, so now we have done both sides of the zip, you can start to see the tunnel being created. Now we just need to get our elastic in and the dress is complete. Okay, so I'm just going to fish this piece of elastic in under there, and you want to put it under the zip as well. It's nice and away. You want to put it straight right as much to the top as possible, and then with that we're just going to do a nice top stitch down just to keep the piece of elastic in place. Forwards, backwards, forwards. And if you have it in the right colour like I've been asking you to, you will not be able to see the thread. It will be very unnoticeable, unlike mine. Now we need to pull the other end, make sure we're holding it straight, and do the exact same with the other end, fishing it through, under the zip. Again, push it all the way to the top, and keep it in place with a stitch. So now we just need to finish off this tunnel without getting the elastic in the way. We just want to do a top stitch all the way down. As you go in, as the fabric and the elastic will get tighter, just keep pushing, pulling the material along, and you'll be able to do it. Now your tunnel has been made, and we've got gathers at the top, just like so. Now that we have finished the dress, we need to create the accessories. With mine, I have a collar and 2 cuffs to wear. I have provided these in the pack for you, but it's completely up to you whether you want to wear them, use them or not. It is at your will. I've also provided some studs in your pack. I'm going to show you now how to make them. Okay, so with the collars and the cuffs, you want to just unbutton them. Where you have the studs, it's completely up to you. It's complete design preference, but when it's closed, it's going to be like that. So for me personally, I want them going down past the button. On the studs, they do have, if you can see, little claws going down. These are what pierce the fabric and what holds it into place. These can be very tricky. Please be careful. But we just poke them through, like so. So they're just poked through like that. And then all we have to do is just bend them backwards. And that's it. And that's one on. Then you have to decorate the way you want to. And that's completely up to you. Now your dress is completely finished.